Japanese learning tips with Koichi.
Hey Koichi,
Hey Michael.
do you have any Japanese language learning tips for the viewers today?
Why, yes I do. I'm going to tell you something I've been thinking about lately. I'm going to sit down because I'm tired for some reason. So I've been thinking about the idea of making mistakes, and making mistakes not only within language learning, but just within everything, and how it relates to improving skills that you're trying to learn. The reason I thought about this is because a long time ago we made the product 4,500 Japanese sentences, and the idea of that is that you try to burn through those 4,500 sentences, translating them to English as quickly as possible. And we don't provide an answer key, and a lot of people don't like that. They want perfection. They want to be able to see, oh, is my translation perfect? And well, there's a few problems with that. First of all, no translations are going to be the same. There's multiple ways to translate things into different languages, but secondly, we don't want people to worry about being perfect. And the reason for that is that if you spend too much time on one thing, then say, for example, if you're finishing that one thing, you only get 1 point of advancement. Whether you spend like a lot of time making it perfect, or you spend the minimum amount of time just getting through it, you're still only getting 1 point of advancement. So if you go through those 4,500 sentences, you get 4,500 points of advancement. But if you take forever on each one, it's obviously going to take you a lot more time. It's also like the story that's in the book Art and Fear. It's a really good story about a ceramics teacher who at the beginning of the semester or something, he decided, okay, I'm going to grade half of you on the quality of the ceramics you make and half of you on the quantity of the ceramics you make. So the quality group, it's just, you only have to make one ceramic, and you're graded on how beautiful that one ceramic is. Whereas the quantity group, they were graded on how much weight or how heavy all their ceramics were that they made. So like if they made 50 pounds of ceramic throughout the semester, they would get an A, 40 pounds, they get a B, etc. The funny thing is that at the end of the semester, it turned out that the quantity group, they actually made much more beautiful ceramics because they didn't sit around spending time theorizing on what's the most beautiful and trying to perfect one thing. Instead, they're making ceramics over and over again. They're making mistakes. They're fixing their mistakes on the next iteration, and they just kept doing that over and over again until they became very good at making ceramics. Now, some of you are probably saying oh no, making mistakes, you're just practicing doing something wrong. And you're absolutely correct. The actual act of making the mistake itself is not actually helping you get better at Japanese. But the mindset of being willing and eager to make a lot of mistakes and then correcting your mistakes in real time, that's a really, really powerful thing. So you need both of those things for this idea of making a lot of mistakes to work. I like to think about learning Japanese as not just a bunch of things that you have to do, but instead think of it like a race that you're in. And you're in this race against all the other people learning Japanese, and the whole purpose of the race is that you have to see who can make the most mistakes first. You have person A over here, and they're spending a lot of time on perfection. They want to get everything right, and they're going to move really slowly. Or if you have someone over, like person C over here, they're making 200 mistakes a day, 300 mistakes a day. They're really pushing the envelope and forcing themselves to try new things so they get better. They're going to advance a lot more quickly. And I don't know what that magic number is at the end of the race, how many mistakes you need to make to become fluent in Japanese, but I'm sure there is a number out there that's pretty consistent across all people. So the longer you take making mistakes, the longer it's going to be for you to get to fluency. Now, there are a couple issues about making mistakes that people have. First of all, people are really embarrassed to make mistakes, and they don't want to make mistakes. It sucks and you feel stupid, but that's just something you have to get over. The other thing is that you might not have the resources to make as many mistakes as you'd want to. For example, maybe you're out in the middle of nowhere and you have nobody to talk to, and talking to people who are native speakers of Japanese, that's going to be the best way to make a lot of mistakes and get those corrections in real time that you need. There are some resources out there like italki or italki, I don't know, that you can find language partners, or you can hire tutors. And I think there's a casual tutoring mode that's not like the official tutoring mode, where there's no lesson plan around. You just talk to someone, or you just practice casually with someone, And you can find people that charge as low as $5 an hour, and I think that's pretty reasonable, though. I know not everyone can do that, but you can go out there and try to find a language partner as well. Though I think language partners tend to be a little bit less reliable, and you also have to spend that time speaking English or whatever your native language is with them, which is a little bit of a waste of your time if you're trying to be as fast as possible. As for being embarrassed about making mistakes, I mean, that's going to be all on you. One thing I like to tell you is that, or I like to tell people, is that when someone who doesn't speak English fluently is speaking English with you, or whatever your native language is, like, you don't think they're stupid. You don't think that they're idiots and they can't speak well. No, they're trying to learn a language, and you help them and you support them and you help to correct it and make them better. And so, of course, every other human being, or most human beings out there, would do the exact same thing for you as well. I'd like to think. And if they don't, and if you don't, then, well, you're probably a psychopath. So that's it. Oh shit, that's the train I was supposed to jump on. So that's my tip for you today. Go out there and make as many mistakes as you can, but make sure that you're getting fixes in real time, or coming up with fixes for your mistakes. And make a log and try to like keep track of all your mistakes and see how many mistakes you can make every single day. So if you can make 100 mistakes today, that's a lot, but it's going to help you a lot. So I'm going to jump on this train. See you later. Thank you.